So, if we had this idea that every moment that's in front of us is benefiting us somehow, when we know we are being offered something at every moment, then we're automatically in a state of receiving. Because either we're allowing the moment or either we're resisting the moment. But what if we thought about it as something that we are receiving? Because being in a state of allowing is also being in a state of allowing to receive. Doesn't that sound much more exciting? It's like, oh, I'm getting something at every moment, but maybe I don't see or understand what it is because I'm automatically invalidating it, or I'm not in a good mood, so I can't see it from that perspective. But we could be in a state of receiving, which is also allowing in our natural state, and it feels good, and we feel flow, and we accept what is. That's all that meditation is about, is centering yourself and accepting the moment. But words can matter here, so I could sit there in meditation and say, okay, I accept the moment, I accept the moment. But when I tried saying, I'm receiving the moment, I'm getting something, I'm receiving something, cool. Then I felt these vibrations. I felt this energy like I hadn't felt it before, because that word triggered a different filter for this energy. So we may invalidate it. We may say this is not what we prefer, but it's all about an understanding of how can I make it so I don't resist the moment, that I don't reject the moment, because that would be resisting myself, and that would lead me down a path to get those reflections of what I exactly don't prefer. But let's say it benefits us. So I've come up with a couple ways that it benefits us. So the moment leads us to more of ourselves by, 1, revealing what we believe to be true that's out of alignment. Just like that example of me and my ex-girlfriend, when I saw her with someone new, that's what it did. It revealed to me those feelings of unworthiness, some belief that I was buying into that I wasn't good enough. And that's a positive thing, because you can look at that, and you can break that down, you can transform that. The second thing that the moment gives you is an opportunity to demonstrate what you prefer, to demonstrate what you've learned, to demonstrate what you changed, because physical action creates physical change in your situation, in the reflection. And so when you feel that you're ready to do that, the degree to which you express yourself and that change is the exact degree that you will see in your reflection or physical circumstances. So this is what the moment is giving us. These are the benefits, revealing what's out of alignment so we can choose, and by that choice and understanding of what was out of alignment, when we choose different beliefs after we go through that process, of course, it's always giving us an opportunity. So let's say you decide to be a more positive person and you changed. However, the people around you didn't change, and they react the same way. Well, this can sometimes happen, and you might wonder, why isn't the reflection changing? But it'll show you the same exact circumstance to put you in that situation to see if you've really changed. By demonstrating, by responding differently. That's the measure of change, is how you respond differently to the same situation. So when we have this moment, we can either use it or not use it. But I'll tell you, when we don't use up the moment, that's when things seem like they're stuck. That's when things seem like they're not changing at all for us, because we need that moment. We need what it has to offer us so we can take a look at ourselves and demonstrate that change. And if we don't accept, allow, and use that moment for its purpose, then it's just going to stay the same. Or maybe after a while things do change, but you end up in a situation that's very similar with very similar people. However, once you use it up, once you use what it's there for, you tell the universe, I've received this moment. And you communicate that by the action that you've demonstrated that you've changed, that you use the moment for what it's for. Only when you choose not to use the moment, when you choose to resist what's there, what's in front of you, Only when you do that, you create this experience of no change. But we're always changing. We're different people at every moment. You wake up and look in the mirror, you look different every day. So when you resist the moment, it creates an illusion, because fear is an illusion, remember, of unchangingness. And that's not the nature of things. So when we have that illusion, then we get scared that things aren't going to change. And then we continue to take action of inaction, of not receiving the moment by not using it. And then that's how we get stuck. Once you use it up, I promise your situation will change, because the whole point is to grow and to expand. It wouldn't give you the same thing if you didn't need it. So it'll unfold and present the next step to you. This is how you create change. This is how your circumstances change, by using up what's in front of you. And in the grand scheme of things, know that there are certain tools, preparations, experiences that you need before you can have your ideal situation. So an example is the person that I'm dating now. If I met them 4 years ago, it would have already been over, because 4 years ago I had so many spots to touch, to be poked, of those negative beliefs, that I would have gotten into arguments and it would have already been over. But I had that time, I went through those processes, and now the relationship is a lot smoother. So we may not always see it, but the moment is always preparing us for the next moment, and all the moments before that, it's really cumulative. It's a holistic system, and it all connects. So that's why every moment matters. And it's not really so much about having your ideal situation, but the process that you go through in order to become that version of yourself that can experience that.